All right. Rolling it, Joe.
Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Coffee with Clara Rose. I am your savvy entrepreneur, Clara Rose. Today, I am super excited because I have a special guest with me here. She is not new to our community, but she is new to an organization that is near and dear to my heart. You have likely heard me talk about it before. So please help me welcome Miss Clara Graham.
Thank you, Clara. It's really, really good to be here today.
Thank you so much for taking time out of what I know is an insanely busy schedule, because you just took on a brand new role. And I know there's always a learning curve, even if it's in your wheelhouse. So I know you're crazy busy. Thank you for coming and
You're welcome.
sitting with me for a
I'm so
minute.
busy. I'm so busy. But Wednesdays, this is perfect because it's the only day we don't have one of our focus groups meeting. And I'm sure your audience probably has heard you talk about them. But we have Monday, Tuesday, two of them on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So today was a nice, perfect open day
For us to record the show. Okay. So WPBA, what is your title at WPBA?
It's a big one.
It's a big one.
So I am the Director of Partnerships and Outreach with the West Pasco Business Association.
Okay, so you're helping bring in new community partners and outreach into the community to just help us grow this amazing organization.
Absolutely. So it was started about 7.5 years ago, I think, ish, and please forgive me on, right? Because we're so busy.
Longer.
Is it?
It's
I
longer,
guess maybe
yeah.
I'm thinking when Maria was with the prior, and
right.
she was with for 7.5 years. So
Right.
that's my experience with it, right?
Yes.
So to just bring that top of mind for people again, since post pandemic has been it's been a tough world for our entrepreneurs, our businesses, the established ones, and we had so many new residents and just ideas and different career paths. So we're going to bring it into like 2023, and get more new businesses, old businesses, and find value in it. And then really most of all, what touches my heart is the community aspect, because we really are such a hybrid of, and it truly is. It's not even just saying it in the mission. I was talking to people last night that hadn't really been here yet for that part of it, like the Bowling for Boobs and the Grinch. And when they were hearing about it, they were like, I knew there was a reason I chose this group. They've never networked ever before. Somebody told them they needed to do it. Yeah. And they came and they heard about that, and that was like a bonus. And so imagine what it'll do when I get to tell everybody, the impact that their businesses can make. Yeah.
So because we are we're actually a nonprofit, right? WPBA is a nonprofit, West Pasco Business Association. It was actually started by a small group of people over 10 years ago.
Was it over 10?
Okay, years ago, yep. Where they just wanted to give back, right? So the small group of business owners and entrepreneurs and professionals who wanted to give back to the community. And so they started Grinch before it became what Grinch is now, which is a massive event that we do every year. 400 or 450 people come. We help, 4, 5, 6 community families that have gone through a tough year, help them give their kids Christmas. I mean, it's just an amazing event. And it is actually near and dear to my heart. They helped, my daughter was one of the recipients, her and her family, during a really difficult year in their lives. And so...
Well, that's what I think is really important, too, that I'm learning about. So I've been in the community, right? And so I've been to Bowling for Boobs and the Grinch as a bowling team, as a business partner, not, with the organization. And that's what's so important, that people understand that that's exactly what we do it for throughout the year, really. I mean, we do these 2 really big events so that when there's a hardship, that at any time of the year, we hope to, keep growing this so that we can have the ability to keep making those impacts like that. So I have seen that in The Grinch. The Grinch is amazing. And a couple of the, chamber events and things that we teamed up on it. So I'm so excited.
Super excited.
Yeah. And I keep asking, when are we starting doing things? And apparently it's so amazing and supportive. Well, not even that. Everybody's like, oh, we got this. We got this. So, I mean, that's how everybody loves it. I mean, it's going to continue to grow. But if we all closed our eyes, I still think the community would, come together as a whole. So, yeah, it's great. It's exciting.
It is exciting. And it's great to have new blood in leadership. Right? It's always scary when, when somebody leaves a position, you're thinking, we can't live without you, right? And so then...
And on levels, we probably can't, right? So...
we will miss her on levels, of course,
we will.
But it's great to have somebody with your level of experience stepping into this position, because I think that you bring a lot of great things to the table. So we're excited to see where WPBA goes from here.
I am too.
So we have our, for those of you who don't know, we do have our
let's do that. Let's
501c3 or community stuff. So September is the Bowling for Boobs, and that helps families in our local community who have been affected by a cancer diagnosis. At one time it was just breast cancer awareness, but it has changed over the years. So it's now anybody who's been affected by a diagnosis. And then that's September. And then December, of course, is How the Grinch Saved Christmas, which is where we're helping local families. And then in the spring, we've always partnered with Taste of Trinity for that. And then I hear little whispers that we're going to have another big event. We won't spoil it or anything, but we'll have another event happening as well in the community. And that's everybody can be a part. You can either support the event, or you can be a sponsor, or you can just be a community partner, be a member of WPBA helping to make these things happen.
Absolutely.
And then if you're interested, there's next level. Right? The next level is you can be in a focus group, right? So that's what Clara was talking about, the Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 1 on Thursday, 1 on Friday. Those are focus groups. So as a business owner, you can say, I'm a community partner, yes, but I'm going to take it to the next level, and I'm going to network as well. Right. And so then we meet every week and build relationships, which organically generates leads. That's the way that works.
Right, absolutely.
So we just added Thursday, which is the 4th group.
Right, at lunch.
Yeah.
We do lunch at the Urban Oak.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. You're at a Thursday group.
Yeah, I helped start that group, but yeah.
But yeah, I love the restaurant's amazing. So, but
Really
now,
food.
how long have you guys been at that one being
January.
added? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we added it in January. We started talking about it last year because a lot of the stuff is south, right? More towards Trinity.
Right.
And there's a section of us as business owners who are more towards Hudson, right? So it's like, hey, we want something in our area. And so leadership said, start something. Okay.
And that's what I love, right? Because the more if we grow and there's an opportunity for us to have more focus groups, we will absolutely do that. That's our hope, actually. So, is to have so many want to come in for community and lead with business for that platform to do that. It's an amazing opportunity, really, to build relationships.
And it's kind of two-pronged, right? Because people, and not everyone knows this, right? Especially if you're newer to business, you may not understand that people want to do business with companies when they see that companies care. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a piece of it. So people can say, oh, she is super involved or he is super involved in making a difference in the community. I want to support them as well.
Absolutely.
Right? So that helps bring
I
business.
think it's huge. I mean, I even when I have been outside of nonprofits, typically in the community sector of what I do in nonprofits, but when I did do marketing, for profit, that was the key. was, their philanthropy and their outreach and authentically too. So, like I said, the hybrid of this is a dream come true for me, and so many that are figuring it out.
It's
that
actually
are
brilliant.
It is.
Right?
It's
a
genius.
brilliant
It's genius.
business model that isn't in traditional chamber or traditional other.
Yeah, it's just
it's different.
a group of people collectively came up with, let's do good and let's do business.
Yeah,
and
I love that. Right?
We're like, okay,
let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's make a difference in the world around us.
Yep.
And do business at the same time.
Yeah, and it's been really like this. I've said it. If you're join our Facebook and all the socials that we can get our hands on, and you'll see everything we're doing and what I have to say. But what you're gonna see is exactly just that community. That is what I'm doing. We're connecting. We're bringing this business to that business, and so I don't, not change as much as growth.
Right.
Much growth.
Because we're already this amazing organization, right? So we don't need to change it up, but we do want to expand and grow and be.
Right.
We don't more.
Absolutely. We're not reinventing the wheel.
Right.
Or just have somebody coming in to, lead really, and like I've said a million times to our community partners, I'm here for you guys. Like really, I'm at all the meetings. I'm listening and hearing and wanting, what it is that brings value to, the organization. And that's where my experience comes into play is hopefully, when we gather what all that is, I'll be able to bring it to you, us.
Sure.
Bring it to us and our community, really.
Here's the next level, right? Here's what we can do to take this to another level. And then maybe someday instead of helping 4 or 5 people at Bowling for Boobs and 5 or 6 families at How the Grinch Saved Christmas, maybe we'll be helping 10 families, right? So and that just is,
and that's my growth. That if we have that growth, your business grows. We help you grow. Our community is impacted, and it's a perfect fit. You'll hear it all over. Like I said, the socials is I'm extremely proud to be here doing that. So
So they can connect with us on the Facebook page.
They can. I'm going
WPBA.
WPBA. I believe so. So WPBA is also the Women's Professional Bowling Association.
Oh, so we're not exclusive to those letters.
You wonder, so the .biz is really what comes into play on, so WPBA.biz.
Is their website.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Facebook, West Pasco Business Association. It has both on there.
Okay, and you'll find us.
Right, in search, if you see that, you're going to see, I think it's WPBA dash West Pasco Business Association.
Yeah, so just look for it typed out so you can see and find us directly.
Yeah, or me or you. You
Yeah,
can find us. It's in our groups and things. And
that's where you can see what's going on.
and more. We're going to have a Instagram here soon.
Oh, yay.
The board of directors has decided that we're going to get going on that and really active on some of my experience in marketing and love is Google Ads. I have my certification. And as a nonprofit, we have some grant monies available to us. So I'm hoping to be able to kind of really get our outreach out there a little bit. And so working on that kind of stuff, just really getting our digital
presence.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so much to do when you're trying to grow an organization. So I love that you come with all that skill set. Because I think it's especially in this day and age, it's such an important part.
It is. It has to be. There. I mean, people are my first number one, skill set that I like to, but marketing is, the bread and butter.
Right.
And so to have the opportunity to bring it together for such a
very nice.
Cool thing.
Yeah. Right? So tell us so for those people who don't know, you become a community partner first, right? And so what are the benefits of being the community partner? What's available to them right away?
Well, a lot of what we just talked about, but let's rehash. So when you become a community partner, you're going to be in our business directories, our website, all of these wonderful digital attributes that I'm bringing to the table. So a lot of connecting just within the group on that, you have the first ability to sponsor one of
Right,
the
okay, right,
one
yeah.
of the
First right of refusal
yep,
for events.
for the events,
That's awesome.
which is a thing with
Yeah.
WPBA.
It is a thing.
It's a thing. You're like, get in line. We'll take more. We'll
Yeah.
do that. We'll make more. But yes, that's people want that because it's that amazing. And so, and then you can also join. Our focus groups are seat specific.
Right.
So, one per profession,
Right.
per meeting. So you want to, you have the ability to join one of those. Like I said, though, I mean, if we're inundated and we hope to be, we want more focus
Right,
groups
right.
with,
We'll just
with more
create more
per
groups,
right.
right.
So we will do that, and regionally if we need to. So I don't want somebody to think
Right.
I'm in, HVAC and I can only do, this, but they already
Right.
have somebody. You can still be a community partner.
Right.
You can still get the benefits of everything else that we are doing. We have 2 monthly. We have a happy hour on the second Tuesday at, right now it's at Harps. I believe it's been there
Trinity.
for quite some time, of Trinity. And that's everybody. But
Right.
as your community partnership, of course, you'll be getting your emails and your notifications and
Right.
engagements with all that and your tags afterwards. And but you can come anytime. We encourage that, really, truly anybody. And then our community breakfast, which is next. So that is
Right. That's,
really what I would encourage people.
Fourth
Tuesday,
morning.
the 27th this month
Yeah.
at
Okay.
8:30
8:30.
at the
Get there at
Hampton
8.
Inn. Yeah, get there at
Yeah.
8.
Get your breakfast,
Yep.
get your coffee, those
Yep.
kinds of things.
It's a
and
beautiful little
networking.
venue. It is. It's
Yeah.
really nice. They have really good coffee. So we
do
do.
good
There's a Tuesday morning meeting there, and that's where I'm with Dylan and there on that one. And so they do that one at 8:00. So you can see the groups. They make it work for what their group is with that. So and then your focus groups. And what else am I missing? What am I? Help me
I
out
think
here.
there's something else well, you get first right of refusal as a community partner.
Mm-hmm.
If your seat is taken in all of the current groups, you get first right of refusal when a seat comes open.
Oh,
Right?
beautiful.
So
Yes,
when somebody,
yes.
like if somebody is holding the real estate seat,
Yeah.
which is a sought after seat, is usually full, right? So,
Right.
because there's so many real estate agents, if one comes open and you're already a community partner,
Yes.
and you're next on the list, then you get that first call. Hey, we have a spot open. Are you interested?
Yes.
And not everyone is,
Right,
right?
right.
Because not everyone, so my husband's a good example. His business, he is not interested in being in a seat specific. So his business, Statewide Blinds, they're members, but he doesn't participate.
Okay.
Well, now we have Jessica coming to the Thursday group for
Sure.
Statewide Blinds, but if it weren't for us having her coming, he's not coming, right?
Right.
He doesn't have the time or the desire
Right.
to do that, right?
Yeah,
If somebody
yeah.
will go, awesome. But
Yes.
if somebody doesn't go, which they haven't in the past, we didn't have a representation. So community partnership alone is perfect for his business.
Absolutely.
Right? He still
Yep.
gets the exposure. He still gets to be a part of the organization.
Yeah.
And he is under no obligation to a weekly
Right.
consistent meeting,
Right.
right? So that, I think that's a benefit to businesses who,
Yes.
they want to be a part of WPBA. They just don't want that commitment.
Right, that
Or they can't have that
necessary
commitment.
structure that they,
Right.
and that's a thing too.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's okay.
absolutely.
That's okay.
That was just, you can have your types of referral, meetings and networking. I think that's so good. And they have the most amazing advocates for it. Some of those groups do. And then some are very, very casual. And that's why I say hybrid, because it's so neat
Right.
that you can come in with different purposes. Maybe you're completely business focused and
Right.
you're really not on the other part. Like we got you,
Right.
if you're completely community focused, you're going to benefit there too.
Right.
And then, everywhere in between, whether
Right.
it's,
But even if you're-
structure, calendar, not. But yeah, they have all the benefits of the partnership without.
So even if you're not, like I'm not a B&I kind of, I'm very business focused, but I'm not a B&I kind of girl, right? I don't want that much structure because my clients always have to come first, right? So if a client, so it just doesn't work for me, right? So I need something that isn't quite as structured. And that's one of the things I love about WPBA. It's a little less structured,
Yes.
right? I still show up every week and still, as a matter of fact, I'm leading a group on Thursday, so I have to be there. But the other pieces, because it's not so strict, it works better for me. Also with the business that I'm in, that just isn't as effective
Right.
in something more structured. So I love that piece about it. And I didn't actually know, so this is a good example, I didn't actually know about the other side of WPBA until I was already a member in a focus group. I was in the Friday focus group for a while before I realized, oh, hey, there's something more. Right? There's another side to this. So it took me a while to figure that out. And then, of course, I jumped right in. I'm like, this is cool, right? This is another way to network with my peers, right? But also, I'm making a difference in the world around me.
Yeah.
Right?
You're actually getting to, I know we all sit at home at parts in our lives and we're like, what can I want to give more. I need to do something. Back. What did I do on Thanksgiving? Where do I meet those people?
Right.
And this is where you meet it.
You don't have to figure those things out for yourself because somebody's doing it.
Yep.
They're like, oh, come be a part of this event.
Right.
Here's some families in need. Here's some people in need.
Right.
Right. Here's how you can make a difference in the world around you.
Yep.
By just stepping in.
Hyper locally.
Locally, yes.
Yep.
Because every dime stays right here in the community with us.
Right.
Every dime.
Yeah.
So those families that are helped at Bowling for Boobs or How the Grinch Saved Christmas, they are local Pasco families.
Well, like you said, your family.
Yeah.
It's so important in that aspect too, the local part of it, right? So that happened last night with a few of our newer partners that came in. They were loving all the networking, loving it. They thought this was so neat, and they were younger. They were, like newer, younger entrepreneurs. They're having a little happy hour, and then we started talking about all that, and they were like, "That's so neat. That's so." They had that's not why they came. That's not what they were geared towards. But they just lit up. And so, we kind of get to be, take their hand and do that. And I was telling them too, so we are also a part of other groups around. So WPBA is up for an award for the Chamber Awards next week. So for instance, we'll be there, and that's a piece of that. And so if somebody wanted to be able to meet, somebody, they needed a connection in that realm, like, we're there too. We bring that credibility and that trustworthiness that sometimes new businesses don't always get to have right away. Right. And so we can do that with them.
And they need someone to kind of say, come along.
Yes.
This is something else we should do. Come with us, right? And make those kinds of things happen.
I would have had no idea in my career without somebody doing that. I would have had no idea. Sure, I would have figured it out, Googled it along the way, but, and that's what some do. But I got taken by the hand and said, you need to learn people. Right. Learn that this is where,
important. Yeah. And then, of course, the flip side of that, I watched people who are a part of the Bowling for Boobs or the How the Grinch Saved Christmas, watch them come in and discover, there's focus groups. There's a business side to this too, right? Because you're just coming in for the piece that draws your heart, right? Or draws your attention. And then have them go, oh, well, my husband owns a business, or my wife has a business, or we're business owners,
Just that connection of those two, where I don't know where else they may have met in the middle in such a common ground. So, yeah.
And I do love that WPBA is a member of so many of the other organizations. So like when we don't go every month, but we often go to the Professional Women in Business, right? Because WPBA is a member.
Yes.
So our members can go and be
I think that's huge. That's that's a big
Added
deal.
benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. And we always need a representative I'm one person, right? And they don't want to see me all the time. Like we can get to me. It's for the partners. It's right. Our membership is for you guys. And so it's a value too. Yes, it's for us. It gets us out there, but welcome at those, like the awards banquet next week. I probably need to go and I have to look at the day and things. If I couldn't, I would need
somebody to be there.
Somebody to be there. And you guys are it. You guys are what make it. The partners are. So yeah, we are members. BPW, I was on the board with them a couple
Oh,
years back.
okay,
I was.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was.
I think I
Good to
knew
know
that.
that we're still involved.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was going to say maybe we are recognizable from there now that I
Maybe. Maybe.
And that's another thing, right? Like that was 5 years ago. I think I was on the board there, and how everybody connects.
Right.
This much.
And I'm pretty sure that, I mean, we've been members, so
Right.
I'm pretty sure that somewhere
You were
along the way,
members of the chamber.
we were members of the chamber. I think we still are currently members of the chamber. I don't know when the renewal happens, but
We are actually.
Yeah.
We just had the
renewed.
invoice. Mhm.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
It is.
One more place to
It really
connect,
is.
one more way to.
And there's so many more. There's Trinity Positive, and I
Right.
mean they're all over. And so, like I said, the engagement on Facebook. You know, I kind of joke if you're seeing too much of it and you're tired of it, good, because that means I'm doing my job.
You're doing your job.
I'm doing it.
And soon we'll have Instagram as well. so
Right,
we'll
and then
get-
and kind of moving along from there, and my hope is to show everybody truly like this is how easy some of this
Right.
can be.
Right. It's
Another
just about-
value.
Yeah, another value. And that's kind of the, I sit on the advisory
Yep.
board, which you probably know, that's kind of one of our plans, one of our goals is that we're getting out into the community and
Yes.
making a difference, but they're also adding value, more always adding value to our
Right.
members.
Right.
Right? Because that partnership is what makes it work.
Yep.
We add value to the members add value to the organization, and together we all make a difference in the world
do.
around us.
We impact it. We actually get to do that. I
Yeah,
love
we
that
get to
because
do
we
that
didn't
piece.
always know where to go to do that and
Right.
show our kids where, and then make succession plans that included
And it's
community.
so easy, right? So easy. Just
Yes.
plug in and somebody will say, hey, we need help with X.
Yes.
Right? Carol will say, I need volunteers.
Yeah, I could put a Facebook
Right?
post out,
Yeah.
right, and have
Volunteers, please.
a
And people-
5K filled, I'm sure, because we have such an amazing community.
We do.
Like that.
We really do.
We do.
And I've said this before, and I don't know that if you know this, but Pasco County ranks nationally in give back.
I did not know
Yeah,
that. I
read
should know that. Now I know
a couple
that.
years ago, and it hit me so hard. Pasco, our little tiny Pasco County.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing.
That is
That's
amazing. That is
okay.
amazing.
We're just about out of time, but I just want to say thank you so much for coming and spending
You're
this
so
little bit of
welcome.
time with me.
This was really nice. I'm so glad I spent my afternoon this way.
I think that together with WPBA that we are going to just make really
do.
amazing things happen. So I'm
I do.
super excited. All right, my friends, we are just about out of time, but thank you for showing up every week and supporting Coffee with Clara Rose, listening to what the Savvy Entrepreneur has to say to you. I love bringing guests that are going to be entertaining or educational for you. I love it when you show up when I'm doing educational topics as well. I have another one coming up soon that you are not going to want to miss. So keep your eyeballs open for when that next education session happens. And once again, thank you for showing up and supporting me every week. I will see you next week, same time, same place. Take care, my friends.